Welcome to the Marminacast. Sometimes we talk about fitness, but usually we just talk smack. I'm your host, Mr. Marmina, and let's get on with the show. What's going on, guys? Welcome to episode 25 of the Marminacast. We're here today with my partner, Marina. Today we're going to talk about, we're going to pretty much go off the cuff, and I have no plan whatsoever. But I do want to touch on like some of the differences in her exercise regimen compared when like we first met, or when she was just interested in exercise, because there are a lot of differences, and she can go through them throughout the episode. I think it'll be a good episode for female lifters or people wanting to get into, or females specifically wanting to get into resistance training, because I do notice that ladies are a little more reluctant, thinking that they're going to become a giant bodybuilder or something, and clearly that hasn't happened. And physiologically, it is quite impossible naturally for that to happen. And I do want to talk about adherence as well, because Marina, again, didn't really like exercise. Would you say that? You didn't really like?
No.
Not really. Didn't really like exercise to begin with, until we sort of got her doing like a structured, systemized resistance training intervention where the focus was on lifting weights and getting stronger, or just accumulating more volume over time than it was without like some sort of random focus. So I'll let you sort of introduce yourself and talk about what you do here at Marina Exercise and Nutrition, because you do play a role in the goings-on at Kenji Street's finest.
Well, my name is Marina, obviously. So basically, when I first started training, I had no idea what I was doing. Where I started was I went to sort of like a 24/7 gym, and I just basically did the machines that I could easily see what on the labels it was that you had to do. So pretty much my program was, it was so shocking. It was treadmill, calf raises, leg press, and
for them calves,
and lat pull down. that's all I knew how to do. And
is that what you did?
Yeah.
I thought you did you did leg press. You said you did.
Yeah, but I didn't really understand how it all worked. I was just like, oh yeah, it's exercise. Like,
did you have jacked calves?
Surely it'll do something.
From all the walking and calf raises?
No.
Oh.
I think I went like maybe 3 times a week, like if that was a good week. So
that's all right.
It obviously wasn't enough to.
It's better than nothing. At least you did weights. A lot of ladies like stuff that I don't want to do weights because I'm going to be too big.
No, I don't think.
Did you ever think that?
I think I did think that because, you know, I'd heard it from other females, like, oh, if you work out too much, you're going to have massive arms, or you're going to look like a boy, or you know what I mean? Like,
yep.
So you're not going to have that femininity.
Like feminine physique.
Yeah.
Why didn't you say that?
Because I'm retarded.
All right.
But yeah, so I think coming from that and having no structure, it was like, well, I can't be fucked, really. Like, I couldn't really be bothered thinking, oh, what do I do now? I've only been here 20 minutes, or, you know, I need to be here for an hour, but I've already done it like 5 times. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you do like a circuit or whatever.
Yeah,
or would you do like 5 sets of lat pull down, or how would you do it?
I would literally go in a circle. I'd do like a minute or 2 jogging or something.
So you'd be one of those dudes or chicks who used to take up all the machines.
Yeah, literally.
So you do leg press and then superset it with lat pull down.
I was totally self-absorbed in the gym.
What time did you go?
I think I used to go like around 5.
And you could circuit all that at 5 o'clock?
Not really.
I was going to say, like, how did you do it?
I'd have to wait for a while.
Did you ever think to just do straight sets?
No.
And maybe, did you actually not?
I had no idea what I was doing.
This is new. I did not even know that you were this clueless.
It was so bad. I would laugh. I actually saw you there once.
Yeah, you told me that.
Yeah, and you looked straight through me.
I was doing... Why would you bring this up? I'm not going to edit it out. Screw you.
Because?
Yeah, all right. Well, you know. I was doing some flat dumbbell bench press,
in the zone.
Apparently.
Yeah.
And I was in the zone. I don't remember any of this. She just told me.
You looked right at me, but like didn't. It was so weird. I was like, hi. Like I waved and you just like...
I was in the zone. What don't you understand about just being in the zone?
I don't know.
You're in the zone now. You get in the zone.
Yeah, I get in the zone now, but back then I was
because
like,
you just didn't enjoy it. And yeah. Hi.
Typical white girl.
My name's Marina.
At the gym.
Yeah,
I do treadmill and lat pull down. And
no, that's good though. Like you did.
Yeah, but they were like retarded. Like,
what do you mean?
Like my lat pull down would have looked so stupid.
Well, how do you know
I would
that?
have been like, I don't know.
Did you do behind the neck or in front?
in front.
Okay.
But I used to
I love the behind
I'd
the neck.
swear my whole body would swing to pull it down.
Beast!
It would look so retarded.
Oh boy. Well, we've reformed you now, and now you know a little bit
Yeah,
more
now I'm
about.
totally jacked and yeah. Not really. I'm like the opposite of jacked.
No, you packed on some size and progressed and got stronger. So what is it about? What's the major difference between then and now?
Then and now, I think not only physically have I changed a lot, but mentally too. I mean, I matured a lot more, and I think.
That's a good point. I never even thought of that.
I think like in order to do well at things, a part of you has to be in the right headspace. Like if you're too clouded with what's going on at home or what's going on at work,
Okay.
and you can't apply yourself mentally in where you are at that
Is
moment.
the gym for some people it is, for some people it isn't? Is it like a release for you? Like a
It is now.
Oh, it is now. Okay.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
I think like again, it comes to I just changed my mindset. Like I read something recently, and it pretty much was basically what I did to change the way I thought about things. Was instead of saying I have to, say I get to. So I get to.
Oh my God! Did I read that too?
Yeah, I think I told you about it.
Yeah.
Someone posted it.
I remember.
On
That's very
Instagram,
good. I
and
get
I was
to.
like, that's awesome.
Yeah.
You know, like even.
I like that.
Just with little things like I get to go to the gym, I get to go for a walk. Like some people don't even have time to do things like that. So yeah,
I love that. I get to.
Yeah, I think it's important to
So now instead of having to train,
yeah,
you get to train. It's
Whereas,
true. Like it is a privilege to
yeah,
be able to move, exercise, go for a walk.
Whereas I think you would have even seen like a few years ago, it was I have to do this, I have to do that. I don't want to like blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It was very negative.
It's just a
maturity thing too. I think
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what is it specifically about resistance training that you enjoy more than? I mean, like what is it about like the system and the structure that you enjoy more than what you previously did, which was just sort of random and all over the place?
I think doing it in this sort of way is better for me and probably for a lot of people because you sort of track what you do every week.
Okay.
So you can see the little improvements from each week.
Yep.
Yeah. So
Cool.
I think that's a really good force to keep you going because you're saying, a week ago or a month ago I couldn't even do that, and now look at me. Like I think if you just sort of do a program and you don't really track what you're doing, and you don't actually see how far you've come, so it's hard to stay motivated.
Cool. What is more like your favorite type of training and why? So is it more like your strength, the heavy stuff?
Yeah.
Is it okay? That was easy shit. I didn't finish.
I don't know. Just like it's cool to be able to lift heavy things, and it makes you feel strong and empowered, I guess.
Yep.
Rather than just running on a treadmill. Not that that's bad, but I just feel like I don't know. I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. Like,
You aren't. You just stay in the same spot, run.
literally.
No. I know what you mean.
Yeah.
Or I was going to finish with or is it more like the moderate repetition range, like the 6 to 15 rep range, or is it more like a circuit style high repetition?
No.
What is your least favorite?
But, anything where it requires more than 10 reps.
What the what have I done to you?
I hate it. It just
I'm surprised you went into
going.
double digits. Usually people are look, anything over 6.5 reps and I'm good.
I think 8 is pretty good, and then 10 is really.
You know what I've noticed though, people that are older in training, I'm at the stage now where I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to do anything lower than 6 because I hate it. It's too heavy and I get upset.
Yeah.
But when I was younger in training, I was like, anything over 6 reps is meaningless. Screw that.
Meaningless.
What's the point? Why can't I just do 8 sets of 1? Fuck this. And then you get older. And 8 sets of 1 goes from being 100 kilos. Not that I ever did 8 sets of 1, but when it's so high intensity, it goes from being, 100 kilos to 150. And then all of a sudden I'm trying to pull 180 kilos and I'm like, I hate this.
Yeah.
And a lot of the group trainees or a lot of my clients that are more beginners and even intermediates, there's sort of, and that's sort of intermediate lift, 180 kilos deadlift, but, or or any sort of lift's got pretty big. But a lot of them are like, yeah, look, I hate it when we have to do more than 8 to 10 reps. And I'm like,
Yeah,
you hate it
that's me.
now, but when it, huh?
That's me.
That's the majority of yours. But when it's heavy, you know, and when it's more fatiguing and stimulating, you're like, oh my God, I hated that. Like when you do a 1 rep max,
I used to like doing 1 rep max.
I don't
I'd be
like, they're too
I could
risky.
do it. But yeah, now I get sort of psyched out. Like even
You got today, you were
yeah,
3.
It was 3, but like when I did the 1, I was like, oh, that's really hard.
What?
Ooh.
Yeah. And I saw you were like, nah.
Yeah, like
Fuck this.
mentally, I was like, nah, I can't do it.
What are some of your favorite lifts in the gym and why?
So probably my more favorite lifts were, typical back squat.
Jeez, listen to you.
And deadlifts, bench press.
I'm a powerlifter. My name's Marina. I don't like doing anything over fucking 10 reps. All I do is bench squat and deadlift. What the fuck?
I don't know why. I really like it. Like, I think because it's, once you learn the movement patterns, it's pretty...
And they're basic to learn.
Yeah, it's not easy, but it's just... I don't know, it feels like you're in like beast mode or some shit. Whereas if I'm doing like bicep curls, I'm like,
really?
yeah. But if I'm like pushing something off a bench, it's just
it's
like,
empowering.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sort of like fucking risky because you have to lift it, and if you drop it on your head, you die.
Yeah, or like crush your sternum.
Jesus, all right.
Flatten your head.
That's just fuck. All right. That's masochistic. If let's say you had to train. Oh man. Okay. What I was gonna ask? I'm retarded today too. What has lifting weights done for your physique? More so than like just maybe running on a treadmill and doing random bullshit. Because you still lifted weights. I just want to highlight the notion that you lifted weights in a structured environment. Like you lifted to progress.
So it's definitely helped with my overall appearance. Like I look not thin, not skinny, but I
Tight.
look like I've... Yeah.
Yes. Tight like a tiger.
I look like I've got some mass to me. Like
Mass. I only got a mass on Sunday, so...
I don't know. I don't really like that whole thin, typical model look. Like I love seeing women that have some strength behind
You never used to like that. You used to think like...
yeah.
But even the slightest bit of muscle, you were like, she's a man. I'm like... Not really. Like it's just like a toned tricep. Like slow down.
And then now, like I think even seeing it more in the media, like
it is
my
more
fave model, Steph Claire Smith.
Shout out.
She's goals.
She's been mentioned twice now on this podcast.
Yeah, she's me fave. But yeah, her body, like when you look at it, it's slim, but it's very like athletic looking as well. And I think it promotes the right thing in women and girls and probably everyone really. I mean, it's not.
I don't want to say like. Though there is no like right way to look.
Yeah, no.
But it's a lot healthier than like your size 0 model who doesn't eat and doesn't have like a solid foundational strength base. Like it is healthy to be strong. Like there are bone mineral density, like improvements and stuff like that. And there's just a variety of other health benefits and even confidence that gets boosted and goes along with it. So yeah, it is healthier to be stronger and leaner and more muscular. But that's not to say it's the right way to be. There just tends to be healthier with reference to someone's blood lipid profile and physiological foundations.
Yes, science jargon. I understand what you're saying.
It doesn't matter. Just pretend to or whatever.
Yeah, just smile and nod.
That's it. When we play some Gwent, just smile and nod.
Do you want to play Gwent?
Huh? I would whip your ass at Gwent.
No.
No one even knows what we're talking about.
No,
Gwent.
I know.
If you play The Witcher, good stuff.
And you're a nerd, but it's great.
I'm not a nerd. You're a nerd.
Okay.
You are the biggest nerd.
No, bigger nerd than me.
You for some reason think that Star Wars isn't as good as Lord of the Rings.
Hey.
So
they're two different. You cannot compare those two.
we can't compare them.
No. One is medieval, one's set in space.
Huh?
They're two different.
No, they're not.
Yes, they are.
How are they different?
But I just said how they're different.
What? Because one's in space, one's in...
One's medieval.
So?
/ I don't know, fantasy.
Look, Star Wars is better. That's beside the point. Anyway.
Beg to differ.
I don't want to have to like shut you down on the podcast. Oh, that's annoying. Anyway, can you hear that banging on in the background?
Yep.
I'm going to turn off. It'll turn off. What are some of the, specifically like the body parts that you've seen develop most, being a female, because it's different for males and it's somewhat different for males and females. And how have you done so with reference to exercises and stuff like that?
So definitely the glutes and thighs.
Okay.
And hammies.
And what do you think?
Hamstring goals.
Your hammy. That's right. Your hammy goals. What do you think contributed to the development of these muscles and?
Probably just having that structured, regime in the gym. Definitely back squats, deadlifts, RDLs.
We're doing
Yeah.
Heavy compound lifts.
Yeah.
Do you think do you think the isolations played a role as well? Like if we're talking about glutes, it's like the band kickbacks and all that, or would you just say that if you stuck to the heavy compound lifts, you would have?
I found just heavy compound lifts.
Yeah.
Like I haven't really felt the need to target anywhere specifically. I just found it's just overall.
You know why? Because the kickbacks are fucking like 15, 20 reps, and you probably thought to yourself, look, I can only count to 10. So what I'm going to do...
That, I'm not sure.
Huh? Nah, well, look, I count to 5 twice when I count to 10. You heard me do that?
Really?
Haven't you done that? Watch
No.
when I coach a client next time, I go, if I count together, they go 15, I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm like, good, another 10.
Does that confuse them?
Nah.
Are they like, wait, which one are we up to?
I know what's going on, and that's all that matters.
You got your clicky thing too.
That's the nerdiest shit I've ever seen. That clicky thing is abysmal. When I pull it out, I think, fuck, that's geeky. But it's nice. It helps me, remember what we're up to. Because I'm really stupid, and I'll... Look, no, you know what? I talk to a lot of other educated. I'm putting myself in this hierarchy. I talk to a lot of other coaches that value science and all that shit like me, all that shit. And they're like, they say the same thing. They're like, I'm so busy coaching that I forget to count. I'm like, yeah, me too. But I'm like, but counting is a part of coaching. Like that's, I need to improve that. I suck.
That's like I find with clients, if like I'm talking too much, say doing lashes and fiddly things like that, it's easy to lose track of time as well. So I could imagine, working with someone and, you have to focus on their form. You have to make sure they're doing it right and they're comfortable as well. So there's so much more that goes into just coaching them.
Sorry to rudely interrupt you, as I usually do.
Rude.
Oh, well. People are going to think I'm like some real prick, because I am. But do you want to talk about what you do here at the gym and just briefly go over your role? By briefly, I mean just go into it.
Working in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have my own beauty salon located in a private room in the gym. So I basically do eyelash extensions, classic, hybrid and volume. I do tinting and waxing and spray tans as well. So it's pretty much a one-stop shop for body.
Being jacked and hairless.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to do is
lashes
just...
and brows on fleek.
Like develop... No brows, no nothing. Just develop like just a bunch of like real shredded dudes and ladies that are just bald.
On point. Bald.
And shined. Can you wax my head?
Yeah.
Please?
No.
And just shine it up real nice like Heisenberg.
And then people, real hot.
No, don't. You got to make sure my eyebrows are continuously presentable for my clients. Otherwise, I'm going to end up with like a fucking wog monobrow. I can say that because I'm a wog. Huh?
How you used to be.
What do you mean?
You used to have a monobrow.
Nah, look. Yeah, I did. I got nothing to say. I was gonna defend myself there, but defense is meaningless in the face of your partner. So just forget it. Women are always right. Just admit defeat, man. Admit defeat.
Amen.
All right. What about what would you like to achieve in terms of like physique or strength goals now? Now that you actually value exercise or resistance training, it's not bad to say that you value. Because some people just generally would you say you valued it before or not really?
Not really.
Or you sort of do it. Why did you work out before?
I worked out before because originally I was super skinny, very underweight, unhealthy looking, and then I got a lot happier and I started eating a lot more when I met you, because you eat a lot of food.
Are you trying to...
I'm not blaming this on you.
You just did. Oh, look, I was thin.
I haven't finished.
I met you. I put some weight on. It's pretty obvious.
I haven't finished.
All right, go.
So I was a lot happier and I was eating a lot more, and all of a sudden I just put on all this weight.
The mass. You went to mass every fucking day. You didn't go Sunday. It was every day was mass.
Yeah, totally. So yeah, I hated the way I looked. Like I wasn't fat or, fat in quotations or skinny. I was just this weird skinny fat where I was like a bit puffy, but I wasn't like overly
I was weird.
It was just an odd time. So yeah, and then I just sort of was like, well, I have to work out. It was like, otherwise I'm going to get worse. So it was more of a, I have to do this. And then over time...
And that's not to say, again, that body image is bad. It's just that you weren't happy.
And
I think that a lot of people, like, they hear that and they're like, oh, you've said this is bad and that's bad. But it was bad because you perceived it was bad for yourself. Like, there's nothing wrong with looking or being like that.
But it wasn't healthy either.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
I think you should work out. You should work out for whatever reason you like, but understand that like there are so many health benefits to it that all the aesthetic stuff is a byproduct.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But yeah, whereas what was the question again?
Okay. Well, oh fuck! I've gone blank on the question. Oh my god.
I know. I started and I was like, "This is meant to go somewhere."
Oh, you used to be skinny fat, and then you were like, "Now you're not."
Well, wasn't it like motivation or something?
Yeah. Why did you work out then, and why do you work out now?
Oh, and now I work out for not only my physical health, but my mental health too.
Okay.
Because I feel so much better. Like even if I just go for a walk, or as long as I do something each day, I feel better about myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. What is it in particular about walking, not so much resistance training, because I think in this sort of this sort of niche, I think everyone forgets that you don't just have to squat. Like there are other things you can do. So what is it about walking and going out and doing all that stuff that you enjoy?
I think it's a good escape. Not that I need to escape my life, but I just find that
you with me, like you better
just like getting out in the world and having a look around and just, I don't know, it's just relaxing. I just sound like a major hippie.
No, well,
just go out and hug some trees.
You got to sort of be in touch with that, like relaxed side. I think that.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not. So,
No.
What?
You're very highly strung.
I am. It's good. No, not always.
Nah, on the weekend you're right. You're good.
Okay. It's interesting to bring up on a podcast about general health and fitness. Look, I had Aaron and Jay on here. Everyone knows that we're lunatics. So, how often do you train weights? And did you notice better gains when you trained more or less? Or, yeah.
I train about 4 days a week, whereas I used to train maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
Okay.
And yeah, I think I've started doing boxing and stuff as well, just to break it up a little bit too.
Yep. Cool. Can you manage all that exercise with like running a small business and all that stuff? And
yeah.
Yep.
It's not really that hard. I think it's putting your priorities and all
yeah.
that. It like when you think about it, it's 1 hour out of my whole day.
Yeah.
In a week, and it's about 4 or 5 hours for the whole week. It's really not much. So
no.
I think because I make it a priority, it doesn't impact my life.
Yeah, there's still like 20 hours in a week.
Yeah, there's heaps of time to do stuff.
I mean,
like sometimes
you have to account for sleep as well.
Yeah, but I think because it's important to me, it's not that much of a hassle.
Yeah, if you make it, it's all about like.
It used to be when I first started, I was like, oh.
And you had to instead of get to or want to. Yep.
Yeah.
Cool. What other components of your life has that mindset helped you do stuff?
Probably with work as well. Like I find that it is really hard to not stay positive, but stay focused.
Yes.
I think it's really easy to, get caught up in all your clients and all your appointments, and then you just sort of lose your mind. And that I don't know how to put it. Like your mind sort of stays in that zone, and then I don't know. I've lost my train of thought. Can you ask me that again?
Like what? So you get to that whole sort of notion.
Oh yeah. So
drunk.
I'm just really
pissed as.
So yeah, I mean, in terms of saying I get to, like I know I get to work on my clients. I get to, I don't know, even go and get supplies. Like instead of saying I have to, because it is a privilege to be able to do those things, especially since I've built it.
Listen to you, Jesus. When you start cracking the shits, I'm going to remind you of this. I'm happy I have this on recording.
I have to.
Correct.
I'm going to use it against you too then.
No, you can't because I'm a pessimist. Not really. I'm a
You're
realist.
flawless.
I'm flawless. I said pessimist.
Oh.
There are no flaws. I mean, there are flaws. There's being a pessimist is a flaw.
Yeah, true.
That's the flaw.
Nah, I thought that was roof.
Okay.
Lol.
Right. Yes, the roof. The roof's on fire. All right. Do you have anything you want to add to that?
No.
No?
Not really. No. All sweet.
So yeah, what like I don't think did we answer this question? What do you want to achieve now for the future in terms of like your exercise? Like where do you want to go and what do you want to do?
Where do I want to go? So, I basically want to keep doing what I'm doing, but obviously become a lot stronger and work on my physique and stuff as well. Because I don't know, like I've seen like some people around me achieve some really great things with their body composition and things like that. So, I think I'd like to take it a little bit more seriously and do that too.
Cool.
No doubt.
That's good. Okay. Well, do you have anything you would like to just wrap it up with for young ladies who want to get into the gym?
I think just give it a shot. Like you're really not going to lose anything by, just showing up and doing it. I mean, that's probably the hardest part is getting there, And once you start, you're not going to regret it. Like you're going to feel so much better about yourself, not only physically but mentally too. And I think that's really important because you can't lose sight of yourself. Like, and by doing things like that, you're going to feel overall better. And yeah, I don't know where I was going. Just do it. Lift some weights. It's great.
Or just exercise in general. Go out for a walk.
Yeah, do that too.
Yeah. Well, is that all the time? We're gonna have just get a bit of a.
Yeah.
Can I have some water, please?
Sure.
Oh, there you go. No, I didn't really want to. I just wanted you to pick it up. Okay. All right. Well, that's all the time we're gonna take away from you guys today. Hope you really enjoyed that episode with Marina, and I will speak to you in the next one. TTFN. Ta-ta for now.